Oh, hey, you guys are back here. I think my cameraman just sucked a big breath of air in before I did that too, so you'll probably be here big right before this video. But anyways, hey, I'm Eric Ferris. Welcome back once again to the Motherboards.org YouTube channel. You guys can see we've changed locations again. We have so much stuff stored from moving rooms around that I had to actually move to the kitchen. So see, this is the back door. So if I really want to escape you guys, all I gotta do is just run up the back door. It's locked. I can't even escape you guys. But anyways, let's move on. Today, we're going to check out something really nice from Gigabyte. This is the Z68XP-UD4 motherboard. Now, this is based off Intel's latest Z68 processor. Features all the great stuff. Features all of the new stuff from the new i7, i5, i3. Core 2 generation CPUs. It features Intel's smart response technology. All of that old buggy stuff that we had that was present on the P67, all gone. Now, this is one of Gigabyte's ultra durable series motherboards. Means it has lots of good stuff on it. Has 2 times the copper, has low ferrite choke, Japanese capacitors, even has something really cool called intersil technology, which actually helps keep your motherboard running cool and everything by efficiently using a processor to maintain it. Really cool stuff. You've got powered USB, USB 3.0, just so many features on this motherboard. The last one we looked at actually had an embedded SSD in it. This one doesn't have that one. So now let's just move on and let's take a look at this board. Some other nice things are it features, like it says right in the box, it features really high decibel levels for Blu-ray playback. Blu-ray playback requires a higher amount of caliber stuff than just using a regular thing. And so they have that on board. Starting off with, we have the 4x4 more power. This is using Intel's smart response technology. Intel's smart response technology takes a standard drive. 5400 RPM drives actually work the best. And use an SSD drive and use it in combination and you get almost RAID speeds in that situation. Now, I'm just laying the stuff out on the table here. We've got the 4x4 Intel smart response technology guide. We've got 2 of the SATA 3 cables. We have the SLI bridge. We have the little Gigabyte logo. We have a socket 1155 CPU guide. It actually tells you to make sure you put the right socket in there. Don't put the 1156 socket in there, which some people I've read have actually done. Then we've got the rear I/O. Now I've really got to compliment Gigabyte on the rear I/O. It's fully fleshed out. Everything on it is written very clearly so I can see what it is. That's one thing that I like about Asus and about these guys is that they really deck out the rear I/O so you can see everything on it clearly what it is. I'm going to set that down. Then we have the user's manual. Z68UD4. I'm going to set that down. We have the driver's CD. And then we have a multi-language installation guide. So this is if you're in other countries and stuff, you just want a quick fix, this will be in there so you guys can do it. So let's just real quick take a look at everything here. Once again, like I say, if you run our written page over at www.motherboards.org, this would be the bundles page on a written review. This is all the bundled stuff, all the extras beyond the motherboard. So I'm going to go ahead and move this stuff out of the way. And we'll move along and we'll take a look at the motherboard itself. Now, as I said before, this is one of their ultra durable 2 motherboards. This means the motherboard is made out of the highest quality parts, completely factory sealed. I'm go ahead and pop this thing, open it up. Oh yeah, it has that nice new motherboard smell. I like that smell of electronics. I think it smells cool. So anyway, let's check this out. Oh wow. I can see right now that I'm going to have a problem with this motherboard. Would anybody else in my audience like to tell me why I'm going to have one severe frickin' problem with this motherboard? Anybody see what the doc sees here on the motherboard? If not, let me point it out to you. This is the only motherboard, and I've been doing this for 15 years, that I've ever got that was missing the CMOS battery. Now, this is crazy. There's just no CMOS battery in here whatsoever. Irene, I'm going to be giving you a call today and going, what is up? But anyways, here's the motherboard. Now, you can see this motherboard's all black. I really dig the way this board looks. It looks awesome. For people building custom cases and stuff, this is going to be an awesome motherboard. All black components, black PCB, looking really good. We're going to start off at the top. You can see that the ultra durable thing here covers all of the MOSFETs all the way around. And then down here, you have additional cooling on the chipset as well. As I said before, these guys use superior parts. You can see that here. You can see all of the low ferrite chokes right here down below this, and the MOSFETs all being cooled. The Japanese capacitors. Everything really well made. Up here on the top, we have the 8-pin power. And then over here, we have the 24-pin power. And then I have 1, 2, 3, And that looks like about it. There's only 3 actually system fans on here. That's not a lot, I don't think. There's actually only 3 system fans on here. Not too bad. Then we're going to go over here. You can see the ZIF socket for the 1155 CPUs. There's actually quite a bit of room around here for using aftermarket stuff. Now, over here, you have the DDR3. This board does support up to 32 gigabytes, and Newegg does have the new 8 gigabyte chips on the market, so you can purchase those now. So you can have 8, 16, 16, 16s, 32 gigs of RAM. You're using 32 gigabytes of DDR3 memory, man, you should be able to do anything. That's all I'm saying. Okay, so that's the top area of the board. We're going to move down to the bottom area of the board. You can see we have 2 PCIe 116 slots. These are both running at 16. Then we have the 2 PCI 1X slots and then 2 standard old school PCI slots right here. Onboard sound is provided. You can also see that the motherboard supports both SLI and Crossfire on board. I'm just going to flip the board over here. You guys can see that. Still says ATI on here. When that's ever going to catch up and say AMD, I have no idea. They've owned the company for what, 2 years now? So they're really slow on that. So bop that around. Going to go ahead and take a look at here. There's 2 different chipsets on board. Both of them support all of the new SATA 3.0. So you have the Marvell and the normal chipset on here from Intel, both powering this board. Pretty good stuff all around. On the bottom down here, you have your IEEE connector. You have more USB connectors, and then all the stuff for your motherboard down here is there as well. So when you connect your motherboard wiring from your case onto your motherboard, that's all going to connect in here. It's all been silk screened so you can see it very clearly. So basically, let me just put this stuff back on a little row for you guys real quick. This has been the Gigabyte Z68XP-UD4. This was the unboxing. I'm just going to get everything here real quick so you guys can see it all together. The box, all of the content. This is all of it right here. Remember it, you saw it here on Motherboards.org, and I hope to see you guys back here next week to see the full review of Gigabyte's new Z68P-UD4. Thanks for watching. See you guys back here next week. Sorry guys, I know in the unboxing I kind of skipped something. I forgot to show you guys the rear I/O. But as you guys can see here, this rear I/O is completely decked out all the way. This motherboard also supports USB power, so if you have like an iPhone or anything like that you need to charge, you can just plug it in. It supports that power. It'll actually power whether it's on or off. You've got plenty of stuff for here for USB 3.0. You've got plenty of stuff for USB 1.0. Everything's here on the rear I/O as you see. When I do the full review, I'll break down this by particulars, but you guys can see everything that's on there right now. Once again, sorry about that, guys. I kind of made a boo-boo there. I'm just going through the thing and forgot to show you guys the rear I/O, but drive on.